Good morning. Today we're going to continue angles of elevation and depression. We're going to discuss more examples. So let's have our first. An airplane is flying at a height of 4 kilometers above the ground. The distance along the ground from the airplane to the airport is 6 kilometers. What is the angle of depression from the airplane to the airport? So kung mapapansin nyo, dati, given ang angle of elevation or depression. And kukunin mo yung isang side ng triangle na mako-form. Ngayon naman, ang hinihingi is the angle of depression. So we're going to solve for the measurement of an angle. And that is the angle of depression. But first, let's draw an illustration of the given situation. Okay, so since this is about angles of elevation and depression, meron at merong halaging right triangle. Kasi ang SOHCAHTOA is nai-apply sa right triangle. And then i-identify na lang natin kung ano yung alin dito ang mga may given measurements. So balikan natin yung given. An airplane is flying at a height of 4 kilometers above the ground. So anong side yan? Will that be the hypotenuse or one of the legs? Siyempre, it is one of the legs kasi height. Is it the vertical one, ito bang patayo, or the horizontal one? Since this is the height, pataas siya. At saka ang airplane naman, pag lumilipad, nasa taas. So, ang 4 kilometers ay itong nakatayong leg. The distance along the ground from the airplane to the airport is 6 kilometers. Okay, so anong side naman yan? Since ito yung airplane, ito. Yan yung point ng airplane and the airport is here. Asa yung 6 kilometers dyan? Is it the hypotenuse or the other leg? Siguro yasyong yung una. Siyempre, distance from the airplane to the airport, yung hypotenuse yun. Pero kung babalikan natin yung situation, the distance along the ground. So, along the ground lang, horizontal distance lang siya. Hindi umaangat, hindi pa slant, walang slope. Okay, so the distance along the ground is 6 kilometers. So, asa ng 6 kilometers? Ito, itong the other leg. Now, the question is, what is the angle of depression from the airplane to the airport? Okay, so ulitin natin, andito yung airplane, andito sa baba yung airport. And kung babalikan natin definition ng angles of elevation and depression, lagi silang naka-base from the horizontal line. Okay, so saan tayo, ang angle of elevation is pababa. Meron tayong horizontal line dito. At merong angle made from this horizontal line. Ito. But this is not an angle of depression. Pataas to. It is an angle of elevation. So, saan tayo gagawa ng angle of depression? Dito. Maglalagay tayo ng horizontal line dito sa taas. And ito ang ating magiging angle of depression. The measurement of this angle is what we're going to solve for. And for now, we're going to represent that measurement as A. Okay, so para mas maging madali na naman yung solution natin, ay medyo magtatagal lagi dito sa illustration. Para mas madali yung working equation, mas madali yung solving. Let's recall parallel lines and transversal line. Asan dito ang parallel lines? Ito, itong dalawang horizontal line. Itong nasa taas, yung broken lines. And yung distance along the ground. Ayan. Yung segment which measures 6 kilometers. These two lines are parallel. At itong hypotenuse ng triangle, let's consider this as the transversal line. So, itong angle of depression at saka itong angle dito, ang tawag sa kanila ay alternate interior angles. And such angles are congruent. Diba, na-discuss na natin yan yung third quarter. Okay, so if this angle measures A, then this angle also measures A. So, kung titignan natin itong triangle na to, itong nasa baba, meron na siyang minimum requirement for solving the measurement of this angle. So, ito ang magiging reference angle natin. Itong 6 kilometers sa baba ay adjacent side to this angle, and this side, which measures 4 kilometers, is the opposite side to this angle. So, meron tayong opposite, meron tayong adjacent. Anong trigonometric function ang gagamitin? It's the tangent function. Okay, so, ito na yung magiging working equation natin. Tangent A is equal to the ratio of 4 and 6. 4 is the measurement of the opposite side, and 6 is the measurement of the adjacent side. Okay, so next, isi-simplify lang muna natin itong ratio na to. So, tangent A is equal to 2/3. Okay, next. Eto na. We're going to solve for the measurement of the angle, not the value of the trigonometric functions. Okay, ulitin ko. Hindi natin sinusolve ang tangent A. Ang isa-solve lang natin is A. So, paano naging ganito yung equation? A is equal to, ayan, babasahin ko muna as is, tangent raised to negative 1, 2/3. Ang tawag dito is arcsine. Ito ang simple explanation niyan. Kung maalala nyo, 1 over tangent theta is equal to cotangent theta, or the reciprocal of the function tangent is the function cotangent. Okay. Let's have another equation. Tangent theta is equal to x. So let's assume that the value of tangent theta is represented by x, or the ratio is represented by x. If we're going to solve for the value of theta, so i-divide natin both sides by tangent, yung buong word na tangent. So, tangent theta over tangent is equal to x over tangent. Anong yung magiging itsura niyan? So, applying the laws of exponent, makahansel yan, tangent, makahansel, theta na lang matitira sa isang side of the equation. So, theta is equal to, kapag nasa baba, or pag nasa denominator, at gusto mo ipunta sa numerator, magiging raised to negative 1 yung exponent. So, nagkaroon ng tangent raised to negative 1x. Pero ang basa dito is not tangent raised to negative 1. It's arctangent. So, kapag ka sa sine function, sine theta, or sine angle, ang measurement ng angle ay makukuha using the arcsine. Pag cosine naman, arccosine. Ngayon, paano natin isosolve yun? Nasa calculator niyo yun. So, you may get your calculator with you and makinig sa instruction ko. Usually, kailangan mong gamitin yung second function or shift. Ipipress mo muna yung button na second function or shift before mo mapapalabas yung arcsine, arccosine, or arctangent. And usually din, sa mga scientific calculators, yung mga yun is naka-print above the sine, cosine, and tangent. Hindi sila nagkakalayo. Okay, so, tignan nyo. Nandyan ba? Kung nandyan, wala tayong problema. So, paano gagamitin natin? Press shift or second function, and then press, for this example, since nasa tangent tayo, press tangent. So, makikita nyo, lumalabas yung tangent raised to negative 1 or arcsine. Ang ilalagay nyo naman, dyan nakasama niya is not the measurement of angle, but the ratio of that function. And in this example, the ratio is 2/3. Okay, so shift, tangent, lumabas si arcsine, enter 2/3, close parenthesis, and press equal. Okay, so arcsine 2/3 is approximately 33.69 degrees. Bakit naging degrees? Kasi measurement of angle to. So, A, yung representative natin for the measurement of the angle of depression is approximately 33.69 degrees. I hope malinaw ito ang arcsine natin. And the last step for solving problems is making a conclusion or answering the question in the problem. Okay, so our conclusion is that the angle of depression from the airplane to the airport is approximately 33.69 degrees. If you have a question, kung merong hindi malinaw, pwede nyo tanungin sa akin. Pwedeng sa Google Classroom or pwedeng dito sa comment sa YouTube. Now, let's proceed to the next example. An observer in a lighthouse 48.8 meters above sea level saw two vessels moving directly towards the lighthouse. He observed that the angles of depression are 42 degrees and 35 degrees. Find the distance between the two vessels, assuming that they are coming from the same side of the tower. Okay, so, madali lang to. Magiging ganito yung illustration natin. Bakit? Ito yung lighthouse. So, ngayon, mas simple na lang yung mga illustration na pinapakita ko hindi na masyadong ma-drawing. Ito yung lighthouse. So, this side measures 48.8 meters. Above that lighthouse, okay, dito, sa height ng 48.8 meters, merong observer at nakikita niya na may dalawang vessels moving towards the lighthouse. So, asan yung dalawang vessels na yun dito? Sa point na ito and point na ito. Bakit nasa parehong side? Pwede namang nandito sa kabila yung isang vessel. Pwede namang nandito sa south yung isang vessel. O pwede nandito sa north yung isang vessel. Okay, sabi dito, find the distance between the two vessels assuming that they're coming from the same side of the water. Okay, so kung nasa east din yung isa. Next, he observed that the angles of depression are 42 degrees and 35 degrees. Okay, so angle of depression, pababa ulit. Gagawa tayo ng grid sa taas. And asan dyan ng 42 degrees, asan dyan ng 35 degrees. Mahalaga ito. Dapat alam nyo kung saan magpwepesto ng measurement of angles, lalo na pag dalawa at magkaiba. Kasi pag mali na yung pwesto nitong 42 degrees and 35 degrees mo, mali yung illustration mo, mali yung working equation mo, mali yung solution, mali yung answer, mali yung conclusion. Okay. So, 42 degrees. Kapag for example, may protractor kayo, alin ang mas malaki ang buka? Yung 42 degrees or 35 degrees? Ay, yung mas malaki ang buka. Siyempre, yung 42 degrees. Okay, so kung dito tayo magbe-base from this horizontal line, itong black and the broken line form the 42 degree angle. Therefore, itong blue line and the broken line, these are the ones that form the 35 degree angle. Kasi mas maliit yung 35 degrees kaysa 42 degrees. Okay? Iko-compare mo lang, ano bang mas malaki? So, ilalagay mo siya sa mas malaki ang buka. Ano ba yung mas maliit? Ilalagay mo sa mas maliit ang buka. Next, find the distance between the two vessels, assuming that they're coming from the same side of the water. Okay, so ito yun. Ito yung first vessel. Ito yung second vessel. So, ang isosolve natin ay yan. Yung distance na yan. And, nirepresent natin as B. The variable B. Okay, so yan na yung ating mga given. Now, mag-a-analyze pa tayo para magkaroon tayo ng mas eleganteng working equation para hindi magulo. Okay, so balikan natin yung parallel lines and transversal line. Okay, so itong horizontal line sa baba at horizontal line sa taas, they are parallel. And itong black hypotenuse and blue hypotenuse, they are the transversal lines. So, dito muna tayo sa black. If this is 42 degrees, ano ito? O, diba? Ulitin natin, they are alternate. Kung babalikan doon sa parallel lines and transversal line, they are one of the alternate interior angles. So, if this is 42 degrees, ayan, 42 degrees din ito. They are congruent. Next, dito naman tayo sa blue line. If this angle measures 35 degrees, Ito naman ay 35 degrees din. So, magpo-focus na tayo dito sa triangle na dalawa. Itong black triangle at itong blue triangle. Pwede na ba tayong mag-solve niyan? Well, pwede, pero mag-represent muna tayo ng mga sides. Dito muna tayo sa 42 degree angle. Itong side na ito ay opposite. Since dito naman ang hinahanap natin, wag na tayong lumayo dyan. Wag na natin idama yung hypotenuse. Doon na lang tayo sa other leg. Since segment of the other leg ang hinahanap natin if looking at this right triangle. Okay, so this is 42 degrees. Opposite side measures 48.8 meters. Then adjacent side, we will represent the measurement of the adjacent side with the variable A. Next, ito namang 35 degrees. Opposite side of the 35 degree angle measures 48.8 meters. Ano naman ang measurement ng adjacent side of the 35 degree angle? Is it B? No. Itong buong ito. Itong A plus B. B yung unknown, pero isosolve muna natin yung measurement ng A and measurement ng A plus B to get B. Okay, so ano yung magiging working equation natin yan? Itong whole side na ito itong whole side na ito represented by A plus B less this side represented by A is equal to the distance of the two vessels represented by B. Yan yung working equation natin. So, B is equal to the sum of A and B less A. Now, hindi mo pwedeng idiretso ito na A less A. So, B is equal to B. O pagka ganun ang ginawa mong working equation, ano na isosolve mo? Okay, so ganito muna. Hayaan muna natin na ganyan. Dito muna tayo let's solve first for the side A. So, ang angle na gagamitin natin is this 42 degrees. Okay, so anong trigonometric function ang gagamitin? Involve ang opposite, involve ang adjacent side. Okay, tangent function. Alam niyo na yan. So, tangent 42 degrees is equal to 48.8 over A. Tama? Opposite side over adjacent side. Okay, to solve for A, we're going to apply multiplication property of equality or MPE. So, A is equal to 48.8 over tangent 42 degrees. And, pwede nyo isolve sa inyong calculators. Enter or input the numbers 48.8 over tangent 42 degrees. A is approximately 54.19. Okay, so nag-round off ako dyan up to 2 decimal places only. Ayan yung sa A natin. Next na isa-solve natin, ito yon sa work equation natin, ito yung second term. Or the last term. Next, ito naman, itong ang tawag dito, itong A plus B. Isa-solve natin yan. So, kung itong buong side na itong involved, ang reference angle natin ay magiging 35 degrees. Okay, so, dito itong 35 degrees involved sa kanya yung opposite side and adjacent. Opposite side, ito pa na, sorry. And adjacent side. Okay, so, ang gagamitin ulit natin na trigonometric function is tangent. Okay, so, tangent 35 degrees is equal to 48.8, the opposite side, over A plus B, the adjacent side. Okay, so, wag muna malilito. Tignan nyo to as 1, itong A plus B. Hindi natin yung paghihiwalayin. Kasi dito sa work equation natin, hindi sila magkahiwalay. Ay, applying the MPE, A plus B will be equal to 48.8 over tangent 35 degrees. Okay, and pag ginamit mo yung calculator mo, A plus B is approximately 69.69. Okay, so meron na tayong value nito, A plus B. And meron na rin tayong value ng A. So, to solve for B, ayan na, so subtract natin yung dalawa. So A plus B is 69.69 less A, which is 54.19. B is approximately, the difference of these two is 15.5. And that's it. Now we're going to have our conclusion. So the distance between the two vessels is approximately 15.5 meters. Okay. Yan lang yung magiging example natin for this day. I hope naintindihan nyo and natuto kayo.